Welcome to the Trust Factor Radio, bringing you interviews and insights to unlock the power of the subconscious mind to create authority, credibility, and trust. With your host, the Authority Architect and best-selling author, Neil Howe.
Hello and welcome to the show. This is your host, Neil Howe, and today my special guest is funnel genius Hawk Mikado. And Hawk is a 3-time international best-selling author, speaker, and publisher of Funnel magazine. And when you combine Mango's marketing, Masterminding, and Mazda's, what you get? Why, it's Hawk Mikado, of course. He's the #1 funnel builder for coaches, consultants, speakers, and authors. He is accredited as the top ClickFunnels certified partner, a professional Neuro-Linguistic communication trainer, and skillful business strategist. With 10 plus years of marketing, sales, and copywriting experience, Hawk has helped 12 plus companies create $1 million funnels. He's interviewed 36 of the world's leading millionaire and billionaire business leaders, and his launch formula has helped hundreds of people create 6+ figure businesses. His impressive marketing background allows him to live the laptop lifestyle and travel the world while spending time with his wife, Kate, and his daughter, Aliwin. Hawk Mikado, welcome to the show.
Yeah, thanks for having me. I appreciate you.
Well, you've got that marvelous skill set of being able to get people to see an offer and to be able to buy that offer. Give us a little bit of your background, because this is something that everybody really wants and needs if they're in business. But give us a bit of your background before we get going there. I've mentioned a lot of the things that you have done, but what led you up to this point to be able to figure all this out?
As it says, I love mangoes. It all started with mangoes long ago. My dad said that if I wanted to keep buying mangoes because I ate them at an unprecedented rate, that I had to learn how to earn my own money. And that was in 2nd grade. So I started to learn how to sell things and market things. And fast forward to 6th grade, I started my first marketing company and started helping friends and family with their marketing. Most of it was terrible, but some of it worked. And in 2011, I launched my own online program. I made my first sale online and then started to grow my own business and started to grow my own online practice. And fast forward a couple of years, learned about funnels and that's kind of where we are today. So super excited about funnels because of how impactful they are. It takes what's already working in somebody's business to offline and it amplifies it online. Now, the same goes for something that's not working offline. So if you have a business that's not working offline, you try to go online, it amplifies what's not working. So you have to have a solid system in place. So we've worked and focused on working with entrepreneurs who have a passion, have a vision, want to make an impact in the world. And in order for them to do that, they have to be able to leverage their time, leverage their resources as a whole, and be able to scale. So that's where we come in and help them with online marketing.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about is, it's a skill set that every business needs. There's so many businesses that are offline and still do the word of mouth marketing, and they're constantly marketing, but they just never get that system in place that's going to continually bring people in. So tell me what kind of businesses it is that you work with and you've had a lot of success with. Is it the local brick and mortar, or do you stick mainly with coaches and consultants?
So from work that we do, like hands-on with our clients, we only work with clients that have high-ticket offers. So sometimes that's a local business, but it's usually coaches, consultants, trainers, mastermind leaders, anybody who has something that they can sell for $5,000 or more as an initial high-ticket offering. And most of them have $25,000, $50,000, or $100,000 offers as well. So we come in, we help them figure out how to build their lead gen machine, so how to start growing their list, generating leads, and then from there, taking those leads, converting them into their initial offer. That initial offer is generally a book or some type of low ticket offer under $100 usually, that's designed to help them get leads to convert so that they can offset their ad spend. And from there, anybody who goes through that funnel, they can then convert into their high ticket. So our goal is generate as many leads as possible, get those leads to convert and break even. So basically you have free customers and you can do as much advertising as you want. And then everything on the back end becomes profit and you can actually grow and scale business.
So let's take it right back and look at funnels themselves. A lot of people now know ClickFunnels as being the 800-pound gorilla in the market, but that has evolved over the years. What was your introduction to really what a funnel is, and how is it growing over time to for you to become the funnel genius? What does that look like now?
I started on lead pages, and it was so painful to use it. And I started on it because it was cheap, and cheap is not always better. What I ended up finding was that we were spending so much time trying to piece these different things together, and they've come out so many different platforms. I think some of the better ones, so you get ClickFunnels, Kartra is also really good. Which we utilize sometimes. And there's a new one that I just heard about, and I'm still figuring out if it's good or not, but it looks pretty good at a glance. It's called InfluencerSoft by one of my friends actually designed it. And it's like the progress of funnels as a builder, like the ability to design these things and create them and make the flow process and everything simpler as a whole has massively progressed. We used to have landing pages that you had to kind of like link together, and it was clunky, and there was all sorts of problems. You basically, if you didn't have $10,000 to hire a developer to come in and build a page, then the only option was to use pre-designed templates, and that wasn't very effective because everybody was used to it. You can customize it. Or you went WordPress, and WordPress breaks all the time. I stay as far away from WordPress as possible. But I know it's a cheaper solution, and as long as you don't have 1,000 plugins, it can be really, really powerful as well. But ClickFunnels, what they did was they came in, they designed this platform that's linear. So you build each step by step, and they link to each other, and you can do one-click upsells. And it just made it so much easier for somebody to come in, go through your funnel, and there's a lot less technical components that you needed to understand. I'm a very techie person, so I kind of a geek myself. So I understand and got to learn all of the ins and outs of it. But at its core, at its base, like whatever platform you use, make sure that it's designed to actually get conversions, not designed to look pretty or to be necessarily easy to use for you. If it's easy to use for you, but it doesn't convert, it doesn't matter how much money you're spending on it. Yeah. So, I don't know if that answers your question.
Well, yeah. I mean, obviously, taking people through that funnel and getting them to actually take action and make the sale is what every business person is wanting. And I know you work with people that do high ticket offers. The platform is there for them to use. What is the benefit of going to you to get this done rather than trying to do it themselves?
So we're very limited in who we actually work with, but we have courses and programs and trainings to help pretty much any business that is looking to scale and add at least $100,000 to their income. Our goal is to help our clients scale to multiple 6 and 7 figures. The courses and training programs are designed to help them add at least $100,000 to their business. At least that's the goal of the process. So as long as they implement all the components, they drive the traffic, right? They do the things that they actually need to do to be successful with it. Over time, they'll be able to grow and scale their business as a result. So what we do for our clients and the number of clients that we take on is extremely limited. but we want to help a lot more people. One of our missions and our mission of our company is to help 100,000 entrepreneurs, business leaders, and business owners and company leaders to help grow and scale their business to add at least $100,000 a year to their business. And it's being able to do that and showing people the path. Right? We have the tools, we have the knowledge. I've scaled 7 of my own businesses to multiple 6 figures. We did one of them in 9 days. And we've helped our clients scale to 6 and 7 figures. We've helped, it's actually thousands of people now with through our courses and our programs, go through and learn how to scale their business and add at least $100,000 to their business. So getting to 6 or breaking that next marker. And that's where we, like everything we do, we know the process, and we only bring in the best of the best people to come in and teach each core component. I believe that every single human being has a genius behind them. They have something that they are better at than 99% of the people on this planet, or 99.9% of people on this planet. And if they focused on that one thing and let everybody else take care of everything else, then they will succeed, and so will the people around them. So
excellent. I really like that, and I firmly believe that myself. People have talents, and they just need to get that message out. They need to get it out to the world. They need to share what they're really good at, and certainly a funnel is a way for them to get that message out there. Let's break things down a little bit more. What are some of the components of the funnel that are essential that you help people perfect?
Yeah, so one of the core components that we talk about is what we call a trifecta funnel. This came from studying thousands of funnels, spending hundreds of thousands of dollars, learning and understanding what people were doing. For the people that are spending hundreds of thousands of dollars or millions of dollars a month on ads, what do their funnels look like? And this is coming from interviewing actually more than, I think we're at 37 people now who've they built 6, 7, 8, and we have a couple of people who built 9-figure businesses, learning what they did, why they did it, how they did it, being able to help our clients understand that by asking them the right questions, and then going through all their funnels, analyzing it. And so out of that came the trifecta funnel. And that's just one of the core components. That's kind of our big overarching, here's everything that you need in order to create a funnel that goes from driving leads to bringing in your ideal customer and ideal client. And it's also one of the most leveraged components. But inside of that, in order to build that and understand how to build that, you have to understand how to launch. So we have a program called Launch Funnel Secrets, and that's designed to help people help people through the process of getting their business online, taking a business that's not making any money online or maybe making some money online to going to at least 6 figures online. And I'm bringing it literally step by step through the process. What I've done 7 times for myself and for the companies that I'm a partner in, and for the clients that we've had as well. And then from there, you have to understand the core tactics and strategies and the actual implementation stuff from that, which is where our Funnel Toolkit comes in. The toolkit is designed as individual workshops, which help the user or the person who's gone through our process to learn a core component that they need to understand. For instance, one of the things that we have in there is design hacking. Now, most people think, all right, one, design is complicated and it's going to require all these different things. It's actually very simple, and we brought in an expert to teach how they do design, and it just breaks it down super simple and allows the business owner to come in and take that to get a design that actually works in their industry. Because here's the thing, like, as an example. So if your website, if you're using a website or a funnel or whatever you have to attract your lead in, if it's really, really beautifully designed, if it looks sexy and sleek, and you probably spent a lot of money on making it look that way, if your audience is, generally speaking, 55 and above, what they're going to see is expensive. Whereas if your audience is 25 and below, or 35 and below even, they're going to see quality, right? So the older market, generally speaking, sees like nicely designed websites and really like high quality look and feel as meaning expensive, whereas the younger generations are looking at it as, okay, this is quality. This means that, they probably have a good product because they put the time and energy to make their website or their funnel look good. So the same exact content could be better if it was designed in a way that actually connects with your audience, just as an example. So understanding how to go out and find those designs, because they're unless you're starting a completely new industry, which you're probably not, but if in the case that you are, then you're going to have a harder time with it. But if you're going out and you're finding a niche inside of an existing market, somebody has already proven the design, the process, the prices, everything. They've already gone through and proven this for you. So all you got to do is go find the companies that are already sending traffic, they're already putting people through their funnel, and then you design hack them. And when you can do that, you're able to scale and grow at a massive pace. That's just one example. We also teach Facebook, Instagram, funnel conversions, offer stacking, like how to create your offer. Other things, we have some people coming up that are going to teach about podcasting, legal, how to make sure that your company is legally structured to make sure that you are, one, able to profit more, pay less taxes, as well as keep yourself protected, right? Those are all core components that you need to be able to have. And then from there, how do you take that money and reinvest it into other things so that you can actually grow and scale your business? Because there are money generating activities in your business, and then there are not money generating activities in your business. So we want you to focus on the things that'll take you from, 0 to 6 figures to multiple 6 figures to 7+ figures.
So what's the difference between, having all this information on just a website rather than having it all structured in a funnel like you've been talking about?
The biggest difference between a website and a funnel. So a website is meant as a brochure. It's designed as a credibility building tool. That is what I have come to. It's basically like, here's kind of a suite of services. Here's everything we do. Here's what we're about. Here's why we do it. Right? It's for it's the person who wants to make sure and vet you as a credible source. That's what a website is meant to do. You can do that inside of a funnel using the right copy, but that is the design. That's the design and purpose of a website. Now, a funnel is designed to get someone to take a specific action, whatever that action is, and it's meant to bring someone from being cold traffic lead, someone who wasn't necessarily aware of you, your solution. They may not even have been aware of the fact that they had a problem. They just know that they had a pain that they wanted solved. So you bring them in with generally with lead magnets or low ticket offers, and then you push them through your funnel step by step, and that allows them to break through their limiting beliefs. It allows them to experience different things. It helps them solve different problems along the way. And if you understand neurocommunication, there's a concept called chaining anchors. And what that is at a high level is, right, if you have one problem and you solve that problem, it's going to create a new problem. And if you have and this is how we explain it, at least in the marketing terms for chaining anchors, not there's a clinical use for this as well. So you have one problem. That problem will create a new problem when it's solved, and that problem will create a new problem when it's solved. And if you understand the progression of what the problem is and what the solution to that problem is, and the new problem or that solution creates, then you will be able to market and sell anything to anyone. And that's an extremely powerful tool, and that's where funnels come in. So we have something that I say to my clients, and that I say in my book over and over and over again, and that we say in our programs, and that every solution creates a new problem. Again, so every solution creates a new problem. And the reality is it creates more than one new problem. It's just that you probably solve that next problem. And then your affiliates and joint ventures and partners and people that you can refer business to can solve the other problems. That's great. So example, if I can help you generate enough leads, now you need to be able to make more sales. And if I can help you make more sales, now you need to be able to automate that process to be able to sell more automatically and more often. That's just an example of the problem. First problem is I don't have enough leads. I solved that. All right, now I have too many leads. Now I got to be able to sell all of these leads and make sure that we're making money with them. All right, now we've got a conversion process and we know how to sell these leads. Let me take them through and let's start to automate that. Let's use funnels. Let's use different components, maybe webinars, other things that will allow us to grow and scale our business.
I really like that. Every solution creates another problem. I've never really thought about it that way, but it certainly makes sense. Well, here's a problem for you. There's a lot of people that know about funnels. Why aren't more people taking action and implementing a funnel into their business rather than just a website? What do you think is holding them back?
The number one thing that has held most people back that I've had a conversation with is, and this is literally the number one thing that people say to me on sales calls, they say to me in training programs that we do, is all of this is great, but I have no way to generate leads. They don't have a lead magnet. They don't have the thing that they can give away to capture someone's information, so name, email, and phone number. Which is why we put together the lead funnel framework, which is designed as a tool to help someone it's designed in 14 days if you go through the program to build each step by step. I can actually go through from idea to creation of the lead magnet, to building the funnel, to writing the email copy and starting to generate leads all in 1 hour. We can do that. It takes about 5 to 10 minutes for each core component. One, we have everything templated out, so it's super simple to do. And two, you don't have to complicate it. Most people think of a lead magnet and you think, oh, I got to write a book, or I got to write this long ebook, or I got to create this 3-hour-long training that's going to take me forever to edit and do. You don't need to do that. Like, think of something that's consumable in the next 5 to 10 minutes. It should take you about 20 to 30 minutes total from if you're just starting out and doing this, it should take you probably 20 or 30 minutes total to actually develop your first lead magnet. From there, it's super simple. We take content all the time. Like if checklists are one of the best lead magnets that you can put together, quick start guides, swipe files for, if you've got something that's like plug and play, templates. Basically, think of these are the 3 lead magnets as part of the trifecta funnel. These are the 3 lead magnets that we focus on. So first is tools, second is templates, and the third is testimony. So that's like case studies or how somebody implemented the thing that you're about to teach them and about to sell them.
Now, I like what you said before about everybody's got that genius or they've that story to tell. I think a lot of people don't realize just how valuable that information is. What might seem, commonplace to them, other people might not know about. And it's that valuable information, even if it is a checklist or a case study, the things that you've been talking about, that can be of huge value to somebody. So it doesn't have to be a book, although book funnels are very successful as well, right?
Book funnels are one of the most profitable and amazing funnels that you can put together. And we have a very specific process that we use. It's the book funnel framework. It's designed to help someone attract a lead, convert that lead and turn it into a paying customer. And generally speaking, book funnels done right can convert at 2 to 3 times, or in some cases more, what you spend for ads. So basically, you put $1 in, you get $2 to $3 back out. Is the idea. It's really more like you put $20 in and you get $40 to $60 back out, just from like an actual math perspective. But $1 in, $2 to $3 back out. And it's one of the most powerful ways to grow and scale your business if you can have a book. But most people, first of all, I've written 4 books now. My 4th book is coming out. It's called The Launch Funnel Secrets. And we have a training program that's built around that as well. And it's designed to help entrepreneurs go from 0 to 6 figures. It goes exactly on our promise. But that thing took me months and months and months to write. Now, here's a super insider secret, one that will help you grow and scale your business. It'll help you make money while you write your book. It'll actually basically get you paid to write your book. And it'll also create a lot of desire to get the actual physical copy when it comes out. So what we did was we took each chapter. Now, in order for this to work, you have to have each chapter has to link to a resource. That could be a resource from you. That could be a resource from an affiliate. That has to link to a free resource. And then from there, it upsells them into a product or program or training or course or whatever the thing is on the back end, or even a service. So that each chapter has a resource that's attached to the chapter. So basically, hey, I'm going to teach you this core concept. Here's the framework. Here's the strategy behind it. And if you want to get basically this thing that's going to help you implement it, or it's going to help you learn more about it, go check out this resource here. And so what we did was I took each chapter, 1 chapter a day, I wrote it, and I sent it out to our email list. And what that allowed me to do was it allowed me to, 1, test the content. We split tested our headlines, and those are going to be the chapter titles. So the subject lines, rather. Those are our chapter titles. And we know exactly, okay, for every 100 people who read the book, we're going to have 4 people who are going to buy this product, right? And so that allows me to know exactly how much money each and every single component of the book is. Plus, as we're going through, some of the things they didn't convert. So we can change out the offer to that as we're publishing. So we're going through the editing process right now. And it's going to be edited. We're going to change some of those resources up to be able to offer it to people and say, hey, here's a different resource than what's originally in the thing. And that will get us an even higher conversion. So, and there's money coming in. And it's literally, that's literally the cash machine. So I love it when that happens.
That's great.
So, especially on interviews, it's always the best time for it to happen.
Yeah, that's proof right there that what you're talking about is working.
Yeah, and that's from an old funnel that we set up a long time ago, and it still makes us money to this day. And I don't even drive traffic to it anymore, which is awesome. I was on stage once, and it happened while I was on stage, and everybody was like, what is that? I'm like, oh, that's my money maker, literally making money while I'm talking to you guys right now. So anyway, totally a side note. But did that answer your question? Because the money machine interrupted us.
Yeah, that certainly answers the question. Obviously, you've got all these systems down. You've got systems for all different kinds of funnels. Tell me, Hawk, where can people reach out to you and get a little bit of knowledge from you, maybe a lead magnet or some help if they need help with their funnels?
Yeah, absolutely. So one of the best resources that will bring you throughout the whole process is our Funnel Toolkit. So if you go to funneltoolkit.com, you can actually go through this entire process, and from there, you'll be able to grow and scale your business through this process. Now, there's tools there, there's lead magnets there as well in the process. And we also highly recommend you join our program. It's super simple. It's designed to walk you step by step through the process. and help you grow and scale your business to add $100,000 to your business over the next 12 months, as long as you do everything you need to do. We have a ton of resources in there, and we have a absolutely amazing guarantee as well. So we offer a lifetime guarantee on all of our products and programs because that's how much I believe in it, which you can learn all about when you go to the funneltoolkit.com.
Excellent. And of course, that's going to help people create their own funnels and set them up, know what they have to do to actually take action and get them out there so people can find out about what they're doing. But do you also help people do that process themselves if they feel that they don't have the time to be able to set it all up?
Yeah, absolutely. So we do offer consulting, and we also have the Mastermind every couple months as well, that we bring people in. We do a workshop, and then we mastermind the different components of their funnel and help them grow and scale it that way. But again, you have a genius, and whether you decide to work with me personally, or whether you decide to work with somebody else, or whether you decide to hire somebody internally, like, you should be focused on your genius, and that's the most important thing. Focus on your genius. Now, I get it if you're just starting out, or you haven't made your first 6 figures. It can be difficult to go hire a high-end person. There are tons of ways to, one, go learn the stuff, start implementing it, then you can have somebody else come take it over. And I highly recommend, if there's nothing else you take away from this, start to learn the process, and then as soon as possible, as soon as you have the revenue to back it up, hire someone to actually go take over that process for you.
Yeah, well, everybody should be working on their genius, but ultimately, unless people know about your genius, it's not going to do much good. So you got to get these funnels built. You've got to get people's attention. You've got to make them go through your sales process so that they have the opportunity to learn from you and to be able to buy your product or service or whatever it is. And again, to get help there, go to funneltoolkit.com. Hawk Mikado, thanks very much for being my guest on the Trust Factor Radio today.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me. I appreciate you.
And to our listening audience, if you like what you hear, hit that like button and share, and we'll see you next time on the show.
You've been listening to the Trust Factor Radio with Neil Howe. To learn about the resources mentioned in the show and to listen to past episodes, go to thetrustfactorradio.com. To get a copy of the book, The Trust Factor, go to thetrustfactorbook.com. If you are ready to act now and build your authority, credibility, and trust, schedule a consultation with Neil at theauthorityarchitect.com.